It's a little bit longer, which I like. Hopefully it's a little bit more of like a slower burn, or I just get a lot of Garrett Graham in here. Either one, I'm here for. Flip up besties, it is Kara. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing the first TBR jar video of the year. I can't believe I'm already making this. Like, that's crazy. A new year, but still the same old TBR jar. I love these videos. It's just a different way to make your TBR. I did go through all the prompts from last year, took some out and added some more. I'm still going to pick 7 prompts like last year. Make sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that is linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And let's just get right into the first TBR jar video of the year. Let's see what our first book on our TBR for 2025 is going to be. First prompt. Book inspired by the last book you read. I honestly, as I was writing these like prompts down, I kept thinking about this one. I knew, I like manifested that I was gonna get this. So the last book that I read was Christmas in Quincy by Devney Perry. So it's like a prequel novella, I guess you will, to the Eden series. I'm not gonna pick something Christmas related because it's January by then. So I'm gonna kind of go with like a romance that's maybe like a small town type of vibe, because I feel like that was small town romance. So I'm actually going to pick a book by Devney Perry, which is kind of funny. I just have been really wanting to read this book lately about everything I like. So I pick Crossroads by Devney Perry. This is on my 25 books to read for 2025, and that's good. This is the first book in like her new series that she's writing. I think it's like a small town kind of cowboy country vibe, which is like right up my alley, and it's a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be. All of her books are pretty much, I want to say, the same. I think they're fun, I think they're quick. This one I know is like a second chance type of romance. I think it's like small town, second chance, like enemies to lovers. So it looks like this girl like used to go on summer vacations to this like small town, and that's where she met this guy, and they like quickly became like friends, and then a little bit more. Oh, and he lives on a ranch. I guess they have to work side by side. I'm not really sure, but knowing me, I think the vibes are gonna be great. For a book that was inspired by the last book I read, I'm gonna choose Crossroads by Devney Perry, which happens to be inspired by the same author, but the same like small town vibes. Prompt number 2. Prompt number 2 is book by an author you've never read before. Another book off my 25 books for 2025. You'll probably get sick of me saying that. Go with Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying that right. This is the first book in some kind of like YA romantasy book, and pretty much all I know about it is that it's about a witch and a witch hunter, enemies to lovers, high stakes, and it's like a romantasy. And that's all I need to really know about a book. I'm just like, I'm so excited for this. I think it's just gonna be really, really fun. It's gonna be quick. I love anything that has like a female main character that's a witch. I don't know what it is, but especially like a witch and a witch hunter, you know, they're gonna be like actual enemies. There's gonna be high stakes. I've heard many, many good things about this book. I think it's only gonna be a duology, and I think the second one actually is coming out next year. And I've never read a book by Kristen. For a book by an author that I've never read before, I'm gonna go with Heartless Hunter by Kristen. I'm sorry, I can't say your last name. Prompt number 3. Prompt number 3 is a book chosen solely because of the cover. Alright, so this cover is like not necessarily like the most outstanding, gorgeous thing I've ever seen. It's like simple, but it's cute. I'm gonna go with Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. So this is the second book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. It's like her new series. The cover is just so cute. All I pretty much remember about this one is it's kind of like a single dad, like nanny babysitter romance. It's extremely long. I don't mind like a longer romance book, but this is like 600 pages. Yeah, it follows like the brother, I think, or the cousin from the male main character from the first book. And yeah, all I know is that it's single dad. And I think they take like a little vacation. I think the female main character like wants to be a musician or a singer. I don't know. I feel like Lauren Asher's writing style is very easy to read, very easy to get through. The cover is just cute. Okay, I chose it off the cover and the vibes of the cover. Book solely chosen because of the cover, I'm gonna go with Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. Prompt number 4. We're about halfway through this TBR. Alright, prompt number 4. Book that starts with letter of the month. Okay. Technically, I'm filming this in December, but because it's like my January TBR, I think I'll try to find something that starts with a J. Wish me luck. If there's nothing with a J, I'll try to pick something with the letter December. I don't know if this is like the only book that I actually have that starts with a D. Dragonfall by L.R. Lam. I don't know much of anything about this book. I saw this months ago at a Barnes & Noble. I think it's like some kind of hopefully romantasy, enemies to lovers with dragons type vibe. In Dragonfall, Lam has forged a fresh and intricate world and a smoldering romance and a fire new take on dragons. Okay, wait a second. This girl like steals this artifact or whatever, and it like makes this one dragon kind of like, I don't want to say come back to life, but now he's kind of connected to this human girl. And it's kind of giving like, is he kind of like a shapeshifter? You know what I mean? This could be so fun. Okay, I've heard like nothing about this. It starts with a D for December. So for a book that starts with the letter of the month, I couldn't find anything like immediately that started with J for January. I'm gonna go with D for December, so I'm gonna go with Dragonfall by L.R. Lam. We kind of got the romance then fantasy book then romance and fantasy book thing going on, so prompt number 5. Number 5 is start a new series. I love a series. I am in the middle of so many. I just finished up one series from this author, and I just have been wanting to read this specific book for so long, but I didn't let myself until I finished that last series. And I'm gonna go with The Graham Effect by Al Kennedy. I really don't know much about it. Okay, so it seems like it's about 2 hockey players. So Gigi happens to be the daughter of Garrett and Hannah Graham, which is the couple from the Off Campus series, the very first book, The Deal. I love that book. It's like one of my favorite books of all time. I'm so excited for the Garrett and Hannah cameo in this. I know it's gonna be so good. She's a hockey player and she wants to be like on the women's national team or whatever, so she has to train with one of the hockey players, Briar U team, Ryder. And he also like wants this like job that Garrett Graham is hosting. And I've heard many good things about this. I think it's gonna be really fun. I love a hockey romance, a college hockey romance. It's a little bit longer, which I like. Hopefully it's a little bit more of like a slower burn, or I just get a lot of Garrett Graham in here. Either one, I'm here for. I think this series is only gonna be a trilogy. I think the 3rd book is coming out next year, but do not quote me on that. Start a new series. I'm gonna start, I don't know what the series is even called, but I'm gonna start off with The Graham Effect. Alrighty y'all, 2 more prompts to go. Prompt number 6 is book with an illustrated cover. Alright, I don't know why my eyes just like snagged right to this book. I thought that was a sign. I'm gonna go with Next of Kin by Hannah Bowen Young. I really don't remember much about what this book is about, but I think it's about like these 2 people who like they're trying to take guardianship of maybe their siblings. I think they have to like move in and live together. I don't know if it's like one of those like fake dating situations. I've heard good things about it and just about Hannah Bowen Young in like general. I know Out on a Limb is very popular by her. I do want to read that book as well. I'm hoping it'll be like a little bit more of like an emotional romance illustrated cover. I think this is what an illustrated cover is. What if I'm wrong? If I'm wrong, ignore me. For a book with an illustrated cover, I'm gonna go with Next of Kin by Hannah Bowen Young. Alrighty y'all, last and final prompt number 7 for our January TBR. Alrighty, prompt number 7, book that is part of a series. This I'm interpreting as like, obviously not starting a new series, but like continuing. Alrighty guys, this is kind of like a, wow, I'm just throwing this in there. Like, I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. The 3rd Harry Potter book on my TBR. I'm hoping to read it, but I really just like need to continue with the series. And I feel like wintertime, like it snowed yesterday and it's all snowy outside. And I don't know why I just want to pick up a book like this. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I am sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. My savior with this series has been Kindle Unlimited because reading them physically, I don't know why I can't do it. This one is one of the longer ones in the series. The last 2 have been like a little shorter, so I feel like I'm not like committing as much brain power into them. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. I will need it. So for a book that is part of a series, I'm gonna go with the 3rd Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Alrighty, y'all. So that is our January TBR. I'm gonna go through the prompts and the books that we chose for each prompt one more time, and then we will wrap up this video. First prompt that we got was a book inspired by the last book I read, and I'm gonna go with Crossroads by Devony Perry. Second prompt that I got was book by an author that I've never read before, and I'm gonna go with Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Third prompt we got was book chosen solely because of the cover. I'm gonna go with Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. Fourth prompt was book that starts with the letter of the month, and couldn't do January, so we did December, and I picked Dragonfall by L.R. Lam. 5th prompt was start a new series, and I'm gonna start whatever series this is that has the Graham Effect by L. Kennedy. 6th prompt was book with an illustrated cover, and I'm gonna go with Next of Kin by Hannah Bowen Young. And our last and final prompt was book that is part of a series, and I'm gonna try to continue the Harry Potter series with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Alrighty, y'all, I feel like we got some new prompts in there, which I love because I did put time and effort into writing the new prompts. It would be nice if the TBR jar was like, let's throw some in there. Very excited for my TBR, very excited for my reading in 2025. Hopefully we can get back on track. Hope you guys enjoy these TBR videos. I love them. I think they're so fun. Make sure to subscribe down below, like, comment, do everything for more fun TBR videos and other videos by me. And my socials, my Amazon wishlist, my Goodreads, all that stuff is down in the description if you also want to check that out. I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye!